Welcome to another episode of Spotlight on Frazee. I'm here today with Coach Brian Tungen and some of the track team. Hi, Brian.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Not too bad.
And so how's the season looking for you? I read great things.
It's looking real good. You know, we've started out with a tough Mother Nature deal, you know, outside getting some meets canceled, but now we're up and running and things are going pretty well. Great.
Now I see we have some of the your illustrious team with us today, some of your seniors.
Yes, we do. We got McKay Galbright over here. We have Amelia Felt and Nathan Belfi, and we have one more senior, Skylar Jackson, that's not here.
Okay. I'm going to ask the kids some question here and see what they think about the season here. I'm handing this down. McKay, so what's your forte in sports?
I'm just sprinting this year, doing just 100, 200, the relays, whatever one they put me in, and a little bit of long jump.
So how's it been going for you this year?
Pretty good. I guess I've finished second in all the races just behind Skylar, so me and him have been doing pretty good.
Great.
And the relays, we're putting those together the best we can. They're looking pretty good. They're sharpening up.
Now, what looks like for you after high school?
I'm probably going to go to MSU. I'm a little late on the whole thing. I wasn't really sure what I was going to do, but that's what it's looking like right now, so we'll see where that goes.
Great. And we're glad to have you on the team.
Yeah, thank you.
And Amelia, so what's your forte in sports?
I'm in 100 hurdles, high jump, and then whatever relays they put me in, normally the 4x1 and 4x4.
And we get to see you quite a bit in other activities that you do too.
Yes, I'm also in dance line and student council, NHS, FFA.
Now, so what's on your agenda now for after school?
I'm going to UND in Grand Forks to get my nursing degree and then get my physician assistant. So I'm not sure if I will do track up there. If I feel like I am up to it, I will. Otherwise, I'll see where life takes me.
Well, they got a pretty good school for it up there.
Yeah.
So you got your options open.
Yeah.
And I'm glad to see that you're continuing on your athletic endeavors in different sports. So.
Yeah.
And Nathan?
Hi.
Hi. So, what's your forte here?
I run the 800, the mile, and the 2 mile, and then I run the 4x100 relay every once in a while, which is a good change of pace.
Yeah, I always like the distance running myself too. So, you know, and especially once you get into the season of ways and you got your automatic second wind comes in instead of just pulling over to the side of the track and leaving your breakfast out there or something. So what's going to happen with you after school now?
I'm going to Northwestern College in St. Paul. I'm going to play basketball and study elementary ed.
Well, that's great. I'm glad that you've all come today. Now, Coach, so now with the season winding down, you're going to lose some seniors.
We're gonna lose some real good seniors this year. They're going to be real hard to replace. You know, they've been with the program for 6 years, and they're going to be real hard to replace. But we got some good young kids coming up that we're excited for. You know, to see what they can do next year also. But you know, we're hoping to have a real good finish to the season, especially with these seniors.
Well, I congratulate all of you on what you're up to, and I'm glad that you'll be going on your education. That was not an emergency, by the way. And to continue, if you can, continue your involvement in sports. You know, it's a great thing. Keeps you young. Look at this guy. Any last words, Brian?
Well, not really. Just thanks a lot for doing this. And like I said, we're looking forward to see what these guys can do in May here, and then comes up with the subsection and section and possibly a state meet, too.
Great. Well, all the luck to you guys. And I know in the track and field you aren't going to do it. You'll make your own luck as you go in life, too. So with that, we'll be right back with another segment of Spotlight on Frazee. Welcome back to Spotlight on Frazee. I'm your host, Hank Ludke, and I'm here with Brian Kozlowski.
Thank you, Hank.
And we're at the Frazee Care Center with a bunch of wrestlers out here tearing up somebody's yard.
Yeah, this is one of the many projects that have come through for our United Way Day of Caring requests. And we have 38 groups of our students, grades 7 through 12, about 420 kids out and about throughout Frazee, Burgess, raking yards, cleaning up the parks. One of these main projects was in the courtyard of the care center, busting up concrete, digging up some sod so we can level out the ground, and it's just it's a pretty large project. But our wrestlers, we knew they were up to the challenge.
Now, out of the 38 groups, how many students do you have in those 38 groups?
In the 38 groups, we've got groups ranging from about 6 students up to about 20 students within those groups. And so a total of about 420 kids. Our 7th through 12 crew is out and about with our teachers and coaches and volunteer supervisors throughout both the Frazee-Vergus communities.
Now, I know they've been down at Senior Villa, power washing that down and restriping the parking lot. They're out at Eagle Lake raking and picking up leaves and debris all over town. They've been in the river bottoms cleaning up. And I and another gentleman have been out planting apple trees this morning. And then they've worked on the playgrounds today. And a lot of the seniors in the community have had the crews come in and clean their yards for them. Some of them are doing windows.
Yep.
I mean, it's just been a real boon to the community to get things cleaned up here for spring.
Yeah, and some of the larger groups of 20 or 15 students, if with more volunteers, we may be able to divide those groups up into smaller groups and spread out a little bit more and meet the needs. We're doing our best to make sure that we accommodate all the requests that have come in, and any of the ones that we miss, we're going to see what we can do to make good on our promise to help out those people that have put in the requests.
That's a great project. And it's good for the kids to be out, you know, on this beautiful weather.
We're really fortunate with the weather.
Oh.
And this afternoon, when we finish up, we'll feed the students back at the high school about 12:30. And then we've got activities. The student council is putting together a bunch of activities for the students just to kind of celebrate spring and the job that they've done. And we're even going to have a dunk tank. We're going to see if we can get a few teachers up on the dunk tank and put them down and raise some more money for the food shelf, I believe.
Great. Yeah, and that's been an ongoing project, too, with everything that's been happening with the spring floods and everything. And we've done very well, you know, with all the help from the community in the area to keep money and food going towards that. A lot more people using it nowadays.
Right. You know, and the Frazee-Vergus area just needs to be so proud of the students and the staff and everybody throughout the entire year. There's been just so many activities going on, and from the flood relief, we took a day off and we went to Moorhead to assist with that, and now the community day carrying. It's just really a great group of kids.
I don't know what the city would do without the help. You know, we have so much, you know, especially after a long winter we've had. You go and look at so much stuff that has ended up in the trees and the bushes, and we'd never get it all cleaned up.
Yeah, and the final project, as all the groups kind of converge back to the high school, we've asked them to kind of canvass throughout the town and clean up the trash that's blowing into the gutters and the boulevards throughout the winter. And so hopefully by the end of the day, Frazee-Vergus is going to be looking ready for, like we're ready for spring and summer.
That's great. I appreciate everything that the school district does for the city and the area.
Oh,
and I know without it, we'd just be lost.
Yeah.
And we'd have a bunch of kids running around, wouldn't know what they were doing.
Yeah, the school is the center of any community, and it's great to be able to give back.
All right. Thank you, Brian. I know you're busy today, and I'll let you go. And with that, we'll be back next week for another segment of Spotlight on Frazee. Help your neighbors, take care of your children, and be nice to your dog.
Thank you.